Hello and welcome to Clay to Canopy, the show where I attempt to make just about everything from the ground up. In today's video, we're going to be using up all those tiny bits of scrap fabric to make some ornaments. I've done a video on Halloween version of this garland. I'll link the Halloween version in the description. We did do a method where we use very small strips to use up some of your leftover fabrics, but this one is going to go one step even further in using super tiny bit of leftover fabric. It's a really easy process. I'm going to be going through showing you that, but let me first show you some of the things I did with this technique. For this one, I've paired them with my garland, and I'm going to actually be working on 3 more to be adding to this garland so that it'll be a completed garland. I thought it'd be really cool to do these on a string of lights. So I picked up this pack of LED patio lights. You do want to make sure that you find a LED kit because it's very low heat, so you don't have to worry too much about, causing fires or anything like that. But I did a whole set of these, and I'll get some shots of what this set looks like glowing. These are battery operated and it has a battery pack. I went shopping to the craft store. They have all different kinds of shapes of these. These teardrop shaped ones that I have on this garland, I found at the 99. These are plastic, and the large one I have here is also plastic. I'm not a very big fan of plastic in general, but in situations like this, it's just safer because of my animals. As far as the materials go, really all you need is your cheapy dollar ornament, some white school glue, and your scraps of fabric. I did go over this colored one with Mod Podge. On the one hand, it sealed in the fabric, but at the other hand, it made it all shiny and I don't have texture going on. These guys, I did not do that layer of Mod Podge because I do have some corduroy mixed in and I wanted to see really the different textures. Let's get into this. Well, the first thing I did was I watered down my Elmer's glue, and I've got about a 50-50 watering down. Mix it really well. Go ahead and remove your toppers. You don't actually need those at the moment. Fortunately, because this is flatter, I'll be able to rotate this. You're not going to be able to do this in one go. Once you start applying the fabrics, they get a little bit slippery, so you're going to want to do one side at a time, especially if you are doing this with kids. This is a great family project. You do want to keep in mind that if you are going to be setting these up so that the excess glue does drip, if I have to go and screw this top back on, I don't want this to get too gummed up with glue. However, this style is not a glue-on, so you don't have to worry. I won't have to worry about that, and this sits over the top. So just keep that in mind. All right, this is really a crazy simple process. All you're doing is dipping your fabric in here, getting a good coating on it, and then applying it to your piece. You want to try and not get too much glue on it. You don't want to overly saturate your ornament here because you're going to end up with a lot of runoff. You can just take your fingers and kind of rub off any of the extra glue into the container. If you are dealing with lighted pieces like battery operated LEDs, you want to make sure that you don't do too much overlapping because the light's not going to fully shine through. I also made sure to use only cottons. I avoided using the corduroys and the thicker fabrics with the lighted piece. One thing I did make the mistake of was I left the balls to dry. The excess glue dripped down and got stuck between the ornament and the cardboard, and I was picking up little fibers. So that's when I switched to using these glass cups, set them on top of. It's not an issue when you're using the rim, but with those lights, I left them on the string because of the wiring. So they got a little hairy, let's just say. And this is basically it. Literally, you're just applying these little bits of fabric, and I'm just trying to get a randomized pattern. I'll let one side fully dry, and then I can rotate it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside, and then we'll start working on finishing up my teardrop shaped ones. Probably take about 3 rounds of each one of these, so about 45 to 50 little tiny pieces of scrap. Now I did have a bit of glue that settled, so to prevent any lumps, just gonna come in and run a finger. Once you start overlapping them and they layer over each other, they do kind of help lock itself in, so you don't have to worry about it just kind of like falling off. I used some floral wire to attach my lighted ornaments to the garland that I had made last season. To hide the battery pack, I made a decorative bow. My ornaments are dry and I've attached them to my garland. I'm gonna go hang this up inside over one of my doorways and take some pictures for you, along with the pictures of the lit up round ornament. But that's basically all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I hope to see you soon. Whew, readjust my scarf. I really should turn this into a scarf. The lit baubles, the lit up little baubles, the lit up round ornaments,